everybody, welcome or welcome back. My name is Monique and welcome to Medora Budgets. I'd like to thank anybody who's liked or commented on any of my videos, and especially those that have chosen to subscribe to my channel. Truly started this as a way to hold myself accountable, but I understand, recognize, and appreciate the community as a whole. So if you are rocking with me on this journey, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you haven't made up your mind yet, sit with me for a spell. At the end of this video, if it's content you find valuable or enjoyable, please feel free to subscribe. It's myself and Sweets, married with a whole bunch of kids, trying to figure out our future family and finances so the decisions we're making now won't negatively impact us in the future. Today is Saturday, the 18th. There you go. And we are here to do a Transfer Tuesday. You guys know I do it as quickly as I can to make sure that I am applying the money as soon as possible, not holding on to it with the potential of possibly spending it when I shouldn't. Also taking care of any interest when I was going down, especially when I was going down that path of the city credit card. Now, with that said, I have made some changes. You guys have seen a previous video around my debt payment plan and how that's changed. If not, I'll probably link it in the description for this particular video so you can go and check that out. But in essence, I am making a change, moving to the Snowball method, using that to pay off my debt a little bit sooner after I used a debt payment tracker app that Budgeting Over 40 told us about, not like we just had a personal conversation, but after that, plugging in all of the numbers and then recognizing how my payments are being applied to my city credit card, I realized I'm really paying towards that credit card debt, but I'm not making the traction that I really wanted to. So I am shifting gears. With that said, we are here today to do a Transfer Tuesday, the first one for the Best Buy. That is my smallest amount that's due. As you can see here, I have $500 is the current balance. I have a 0% interest at this point between now and July. I bought my daughter a cell phone using Best Buy so that I could avoid having to do a payment plan with Verizon. I also have moved her number from Verizon over to Visible, so we're making a transition there to save a little bit of money. With that said, that offer was available on that particular cell phone, 12 months, 0% interest. That will be up in July. And she just got the phone in December, but I've been paying just $50 on it up until now, recognizing that I do need to finish this off as quick as possible. So that's why I'm moving to the Snowball method. We're working on this $500 that's due here. I've already made the minimum payment on January the 10th. That's when I got paid. Although I have all of these things set up as for like auto draft, I do try to make those payments as soon as I get paid my paycheck. That way all that money is gone and I don't have to worry about it. And if for some reason I miss a bill because it's on an auto draft, it'll catch up later on. But at the end of the day, there's no minimum payment due, but I wanted to see what I could do for my first Transfer Tuesday around that. So one of the things that I did notice, I went and checked. Upside, I had $18.81 there. So I have transferred that a couple of days ago. I transferred that into my variable account, and so that's where it is holding for right now. And then I finished off, I'm not doing Monday minis anymore. That was another change that I've made to accommodate not just this change in the debt payment plan, but also a $200 increase that I'm going to see in my mortgage. So with that said, we're suspending Monday minis, not doing that any longer. I had one going for debt. I was able to save $14 before we decided to quit those. So I have $14 here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, $14. So we're going to add that 14 here. I also want to keep this at an even amount here. So that is $18.81 plus 14 is $32.81. I want to do $35, and I'm gonna pull from my buffer in my variable account for the rest of that. So minus 35, $2.19. So I'm gonna add plus 2.19, and now that should be a total of $35 that I'm gonna go in and make a payment on as far as this account is concerned. So I will be going to the bank and depositing this a little bit later. But I'm going to go ahead and make the payment now. I have money in there to cover it, but I've got some running around to do, so I will make a payment. Now let me pull this over. I don't know. I cannot recall what they show or don't show when I go online to make a payment, so I'm going to hide a little bit just in case they show more of my personal information than I really feel comfortable sharing. So give me a second. They're pulling up the account now, and I'm going to set this up to come from my variable account. And don't need to add a payment source. I am going to do an other amount, and the other amount, what I say just now, $35. And the payment date would be 1/18, which is today. So this is the way it looks for that. There you go. JP Morgan Chase, that's my variable account. A $35 payment is what I'm about to do. Let's go ahead and hit continue. And let's see. Review your payment details, yada, yada, yada. Let's go ahead and authorize. And thanks for your payment. And I've gotten a confirmation number on that. So that is done. All right. So I am now going to go over to the debt payment payoff plan app. I'll get the name right at some point. So I want to see how I'm going to be able to track how I'm doing this. And I don't know, this will be my first time doing this. There is an option down here at the bottom to use the track version. If you missed that other video, I am using this app to help track everything. Right now it's showing that I have $53,738.56 worth of debt. They do have it broken down into categories. This is the free version of this particular app. And like I mentioned before, it's a total of 8 debts. And I am going to attack them based on the snowball method. So we are starting with Best Buy first. It's the smallest amount, and it's the best APR because it's a 0% at this point. So we're going to go in and we're going to mark that I want to track. And I want to track a payment that I made. You'll notice that I have determined, because as a part of this app, it says, do you want to say that you want to make any extra payments towards any of these? And I said, yes, I want to make an extra payment of $100 a month. And so that's why this one shows as extra, where all the rest of them show as minimum. So I'll be making a minimum payment for the other 7. I'll be doing extra payments for Best Buy. Since I said I wanted to make $100 extra as far as payments are concerned for that one, and I typically do a $50 minimum amount. That's why it's showing that I need to make a total of $150 that I need to pay by February the 23rd. On the free version, it does give you an option to do multiple transactions. So I'm going to go ahead and click that because that's what I want to do. I'm going to go in here and say my payment. Where do I make a payment? Let's go here. And I'm going to say, if you'd like to enter multiple separate transactions for this billing cycle, simply use the add button. Okay, so for this one, we're just going to do this one on the 18th, and this one will be for $35. And then we're going to go here and mark update. And then you get a note. Are you sure you want the transaction date January 18th to be before the billing cycle begins on the 23rd? This action does not impact your plan. Yes, I want to do that. So I'm showing right now my total payment, as you can see there, shows that it's for $35, but it is saying $115 less than what's planned, but I'm going to do multiple transactions. So I think that we are good. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. If you are done recording transactions for this billing cycle, click finalize. Else, if you'll be adding more transactions during this billing cycle, click keep open. So I want to keep it open because I am going to make multiple transactions. Okay, that was pretty cool. No issue there. All right, so that is it. That's my first transfer Tuesday to my Best Buy, and then we will keep moving forward, and hopefully I can get this one done prior to the May time frame that is saying it should be done. Okay, thanks everybody for your time. You guys have a good one.